I'm Jordan Sparks and I'm a dance coach. Welcome back to my channel. So the piece that we're going to be reacting to, it's EVERLEIGH's solo and it's called Heartbeat, and she is 8 years old and the style is contemporary.
You are not hidden. In a moment, you were forgotten.
All right, so right off the bat, her walk on stage, she definitely has become very aware of her body and her movement in space, and she's definitely got a good understanding of alignment and posture. She's well presented in her upper body shouldering. Awesome. A little bit stiff. So I would say just like relax, EVERLEIGH, and breathe. But other than that, really, really good. Then as soon as the music started, amazing musicality. And we've barely even started moving and I can already tell that her musicality is on point. She feels the music. She's not counting the music, and it's important to be able to count the music and to be able to count the steps and to understand like where the steps are supposed to be. But that being said, you shouldn't be dancing like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You need to feel the rhythm of the music and feel the snare of the drum and feel the beat essentially and move to that with your heart and your energy. So very good. Great expression in her face. Her facial expressions are connected with her energy and the way that she's moving. It's not just projecting like a face and then a rigid body. So very natural, great performing, very expressive, great. And she's 8.
You have been broken, your innocence stolen. Please burn underneath your breath.
Okay, so we're about 50 seconds in. We're losing a little bit of tidiness, neatness, accuracy, a little bit of stamina. This is her first contemporary solo ever, so round of applause to her for that. That is awesome. Great job. One thing that I like to say to all of my new contemporary dancers is make sure that you're not just doing one expression. I see a lot of this pained expression on her face, but make sure that you're really exploring your emotions and exploring those expressions so that you build an entire story throughout the piece and don't just keep one tone. Great job. Let's get back into it. Okay. So I'm going to pause there. Overall, I'm seeing a really, really good movement quality. She really like lets go in her movements. So the walk on was a little bit stiff, but as soon as we started dancing, it was like she's free. So that's great. We did a calypso. I would like to see a lot more grounding into that plie and a lot more of a pop. I know that EVERLEIGH has very strong legs, so she should be able to deliver very strong leaps. And then just make sure that you're really articulating that ankle all the way into the next transition, pointing that foot all the way into the next transition. She kind of like did a little bit of a flex there, so just make sure that it's really, really clean. Other than that, really good. Okay, so for the turns, great job for attempting the turns and to be able to do multiples. I don't think that she's ready to have them in the solo yet. This is something that she should continue to work on. She's definitely controlled and strong, but she was spotting the floor and a little bit hunching over with those turns. Make sure that if you're going to be doing them for a solo, that you are comfortable turning on stage because it is a totally different experience than turning in a small space. The further away that your spot is, which inevitably you have to have a spot that's way further away when you're on stage because you can't just spot the air in front of your face, you're going to have a different experience while you're turning on stage. So for EVERLEIGH, it looks as if she's taken that experience and she's like looking at the floor or spotting something, whatever she could find, which isn't going to work for your turns. So great job doing the multiples, but I would definitely work on keeping that same nice, strong, presented chest posture that you walked on the stage with and using that in your turns. and making sure that you are keeping your head up and spotting in front of you. Now, if this is something that's worrying you, you're about to have a solo or you're about to go back to competition, you've been at home because of COVID, all these kinds of things, I would try taking like a dot to dance or a turn board or anything that you have, or even just go practice outside. If you can't do a turn exactly, you could at least practice your spotting and practice picking a spot that's like really, really far away. Like if you're at the park, maybe you want to, or at the school or something, maybe you want to go like from the playground all the way to the school and try practice your spotting on the wall, just so that when you get to a theater that you're used to spotting something that's really, really far away if you need to. And the other thing that might throw you off is the lighting. For me, I have sensory issues, so for me, trying to dance or spot outside where it's really, really bright and there's light all around me is going to be a lot more difficult than when I'm in an enclosed space like a theater where it's dark all around me and then just light directly on me. So for me, that's actually a lot easier, but it may be different for you. And so I would just definitely explore all of those different options so that you know what you're getting into and so that you're prepared to turn and dance in any kind of situation.
I hear the whisper underneath your. I hear you whisper you have nothing.
Great job. Wow, I can't believe that was the entire 2 minutes. That flew past. Great job entertaining the audience and telling a story, Everleigh. I think that she has grown a ton in 2 years. Her natural dancer ability is coming through. She's definitely kept her intensity. You can tell she's really, really passionate about dance. She's definitely an emotionally connected little dancer. I would say that I like that her knees are nice and straight and like her extensions look great. For her, she's going to have to be one of those people that she really, really focuses on her flexibility. It doesn't look like she's naturally hypermobile, which is not at all a problem. You just have to work with your strengths, which for her will be her strength. The tumbling should be great for her because of how strong she is. She should be able to do some really good, nice, high, strong leaps. I can't wait to see her doing contemporary and some hard-hitting stuff in a few years. If she keeps the same passion and energy, she's going to be fantastic. And overall, I would say really, really great job, Everleigh, especially for your first contemporary solo. Great job. She kept that energy and performance right from the beginning to the end. So great job. And it looks like for Everleigh's solo that she actually got 5th overall out of almost 100 dancers. And she also received a Stop the Clock award, which would definitely be for her over-the-top performing. So excellent job, Everleigh. Great improvement over the last 2 years. I am so excited for you and to see where your dance journey continues to go.